Hello, everybody. It's me, Mario Brine, and I'm going to be reacting to the Among Us versus Death Battle. Among Us versus Fall Guys Death Battle. I was going to make this on Sunday and then post it, but I got pretty busy with some other stuff. So for now, I will just be, well, I'll be watching the video and reacting to it. I'm going to try a bit of a different formula than I have in some of my previous videos. So, let's go.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
Oh yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to support the original creators of this video. Before we get started, I am a lot more, as I said in a couple of the previous videos, I am a lot more familiar with Among Us than I am with Fall Guys. As such, there's not much that I could give for Fall Guys, but judging from what I learned in the last video that I posted, Fall Guys are a lot more durable than the crewmates are, so who knows? They rarely start this off with a song or sound effect from another thing that they're doing.
The year was 2020.
Boy, was that problematic.
The long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us.
Yeah, that's when I first learned about this game and started playing it. Boy, have I been having fun with that ever since.
Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze the...
I'm getting some slight feedback on my audio, so I apologize if that's affecting the video. Okay, so, oh, they're on one of the following platforms levels. So some of the crewmates are with the Fall Guy.
Their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, so in this scene, they're on the Skeld. I don't think I see anything that could allude to. Wait, what's this? Is that a safe next to Boomstick's right hand, or an eye in a?
In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must...
Was that red one an imposter? Usually the sparkle in the eye is depicted as red and more within the visor. That was more on the edge. And as for this scene, it's from the little teaser for the upcoming animated show for Among Us, which is definitely interesting, but I'm not sure how they'll execute it.
work together to save their souls from a quiet demise. Tons of...
Was he killed while the lights were on? This is quite the blunder. Calm down, guys. Yeah, I'm just shocked that there is a Among Us manga. Hold on, I think I left something on in another tab. Let me just. That's better. Hold on, let me just check to see that it. Oh, I can still see it. Let's not go back. Okay, so
stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful
clowns to fix it. Impressive since
That little animated part was from the trailer for the Friendless. That was kind of fun.
their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit. That's just how they are.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's always like, what?
Ew, why?
More on that later.
Okay, so with the background, oh, I just realized that the quality is low. Let me increase that. There we go, that is much better. Okay, so with the background, they have a classification of alien being, a height of 3'6" or 107 centimeters, weigh about 92 pounds, come in 18 marketable colors. They reproduce asexually. But I was not aware of that. They like vents, light, and buckas. They also dislike those things. Oh, because the one that likes them is imposters. The others are crewmates, and they are reportedly good friends with Poe guys.
The tasks they undertake to save their ship require varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth? It's not a suit. Then why do they have a
What is that playing on the
cafeteria?
either there? Oh, it's Henry Stickmin collection because they were made. Both Among Us and Innersloth were made by the same game company, Innersloth.
When they don't have a mouth?
Unless it makes reference to I have no mouth and I must scream.
At any point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's
Wait,
total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is always uncertain, as though
Yeah,
fate
true.
has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
and that was a scene from the hide and seek game mode trailer. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me again.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us, but not us, though.
Boomstick still has a shotgun, I think. Well, he certainly has a gun leg in this form. I wonder if the artist had fun making these versions.
Right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say! They're shape-shifting.
Though imposters can shapeshift, they do not appear to gain any unique abilities of creatures they impersonate. So if if an imposter were to shapeshift into a fall guy, they wouldn't get their unique durability.
Aliens! They could be anyone! Or any mad scientist in a lab coat!
The imposter threatens the
Okay, so their roles. Crewmate tend to have the engineer, noisemaker, scientist. Why is the engineer twice? Those are the three main roles that a crewmate can have. Well, I suppose the special role, since the regular crewmate just does tasks and can report bodies and call meetings and vote. So the imposter, the shapeshifter, it can shapeshift into other creatures, while the phantom can vanish, becoming invisible while unable to do any harm. And the ghost can affect the physical world through their tasks, and the guardian angel can defy death by protecting others. In the sense that those they protect are saved from death.
The pack and pushes them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to.
I swear I heard that slight background tracking in an FNF song from versus Imposter V4, but I can't place it if that is it.
Fix in time. Even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents, the crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters
Oh, another scene from the TV show trailer. And it seems that Lime is an engineer.
conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters
from
use
the Striker trailer, which also had the noisemaker and Phantom.
that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into.
Sussus Amogus was an imposter. Yeah. Amogus. Sorry, it's just I kinda had to. Oh, there's Wendy Stickman. So this is probably Dummy. That is, I think, Cheryl. That's Ringmaster. Here's Wiz, and then there's Boomstick.
Space, just for being kinda sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
Oh, correction, Jocelyn. That was Jocelyn, not someone named Cheryl. My bad.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
Yikes, that is... Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that Ringmaster is an imposter. Possibly Jocelyn as well.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
Yeah.
Ear canal!
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew
What
the
did he say?
sussy.
Jeez, fix
Nope, I won't be able to tell what he says.
your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again, just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
Oh, come on. Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does. Oh, I know who it is. It's always the red one.
Wait, what?
Well.
But it isn't me.
Okay, that's different from
It
the
isn't
last
me.
week's. That's different from the pre-analysis of the Among Us trailer. Among Us thing. And he was an imposter.
Oh, right. There's usually two imposters.
Dear God.
The imposters aren't just tricksters. They're also hunters. Bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap their necks, stab them with a knife, shoot them with a desert eagle, or use their frickin' tongues to.
Oh. Don't make fun of my fried egg! So you were the imposter. So apparently from the anime, the manga again, which is still confusing.
To impale their faces. Oh, God! Right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's
Okay, that last one that seemed to have humans, pretty sure that was a fan-made video.
not a visor. That is their actual face.
What?
Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are
Oh yeah, a tweet from the official Among Us Twitter Twixter account. I mean, I like it, but this is what peak anatomy looks like.
comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic?
Oh yeah, that was during one of the April Fool's updates.
What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost. invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless
Okay, that was definitely from the clip earlier, where Shapeshifter killed Galaxy Master.
still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, because remember that Desert Eagle they holster?
Yeah.
Apparently, that thing
Wait, is that from the Vampire Survivors crossover?
also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 non-million tons of TNT.
A number so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times.
Earth was not an imposter. Oh my, that is... wow.
Which seems like overkill for the, space vampires
Did the tongue have its own mouth?
they were fighting.
Right, the crew has
Okay, so their arsenal involves a sharp tongue, a gun, invisibility, a knife, a lasso, oh yeah, the horse one, protective shields from guardian angels, shapeshifting for imposters and the others. The Skeld is a spaceship that is falling apart. And with crossover equipment, they have banana bombs, magic pencils, ninja stars, energy drinks, tanks, teleporters, and wizard hats. And wizard hats are usually a cosmetic.
crossed over with a variety of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to life.
These creepy Teletubbies can sketch whatever they want into existence, and they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out?
In a strange way.
So with their feats, they completed it. Oh yeah, several people can complete a card swipe on the first try. I've actually done that myself. Oh yeah, the gun planet thing. And the dropship is at light speed, which is usually the lobby for the game. Almost 2 days, about a day and a half worth of music in 2020. The reason you know what sus is. Oh yeah, McDonald's chicken nugget that happened to be shaped like a crewmate sold for almost $100,000 in the US.
All of this makes sense for this fascinating species. In the face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band together no matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive again and again. On a ship, on strange planets, anywhere they may be, in spite of anything that may be going on in the world. They either fix what's broken.
I don't think I see anything that's going to be explaining what happens in the battle with Among Us characters.
Or face certain doom.
Trailer section of the animated show trailer.
But no matter what, they do it together.
Among Us!
Oh, the drip.
Together! Yeah! Ooh! Welcome to the bright, colorful world of the Blunderdome!
Yeah, it's quite
natural habitat to these lovable little beings known as the Fall Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities. As if drawn by natural instinct, they hurdle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and mental fortitude.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of...
Okay, so their background has in and being of the classification. Makes sense. They are 6 feet tall, or 183 centimeters. Half of Mike Wazowski. Yeah, I don't really understand that. Potentially void sent. Oh, like being coming from the void. Wow. They also have their own manga? Yeah, they like to be competitive, the different costumes, and of course the crown, which I believe used to be a currency for cosmetics. They dislike obstacles, pushing, and losing. And they are also reportedly good friends with Among Us.
Of innate parkour mastery that otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it, and only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
I do remember that there was a Sonic crossover event where you could get Sonic character cosmetics, so I could totally see a Sonic little guy potentially trying to do a spin dash, but it's not as effective as, like, any other version of Sonic.
And over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer, Digi, invented the creative...
Yeah, I was not aware that there was an official name until I saw the pre-analysis video over a week ago. That reaction is most likely the previous video posted before this one.
Device, so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves, as well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
But even at their best,
how does that work?
They're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have a biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose. Get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Of course he would.
Very funny. Get away from me.
Things in the blunder.
Okay, so with their arsenal abilities, they have blast balls, the creative device from Digi, a fan block, which is just a block with a fan and that spins in it, a punching block. Not sure where resurrection comes in exactly. Oh yeah, after they fail, every time there's a winner. Size alteration. I haven't seen that in any clips. With the power-ups, they have the beanball, the party crasher, the rubber chicken, and sneaky bean. In their crossover equipment, they have grappling hooks, the Hadouken, Pac-Man, the Power Sword from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Wow, a proton pack, the TARDIS, and more. Oh my. When it comes to equipment, it seems that the Fall Guys have it beat compared to Among Us.
Dome can get wild. We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava.
Fall Guy dressed up as a red imposter.
But they always pop back up at the qualification stage later, completely unharmed. Somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors.
Oh, I think they actually got smaller.
That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. They still get right back up to anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons, but they still get
Prequel Memer, Radutine, and Mark Smoke. If there's any references, please let me know in the comments, because I am just clueless here with this.
Get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Whoa.
So they had a crossover with Fortnite as well?
Wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No,
Those aren't really...
don't say it.
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, man. People were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only arms, legs, and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection,
Yes, that is an official image.
it's
an official
unclear.
tweet or
This
something.
is an
Yep. The official Fall Guys Twixter account had a tweet. Yeesh.
official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these
Minion Pink Bean. Little is known about these mysterious life forms that suddenly appeared in the gold saucer, apart from the fact that they love to race, and this specimen has apparently decided that it wants to race you without end. Rumor has it that underneath its rotund exterior is a skeleton that looks like a nightmarish amalgam of man and bird. But there's no ready way to determine the truth. The behavior is independent from whatever game that is from. Then you got Sealess, no broken, no traded for magical beans, the parts we need. Jesse.
jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway. No, thank you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out naked? Just swinging away. Beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show. The ultimate knockout.
I've seen a video by the Stupendium, and so we fall. They mentioned something about Technicolor TV Purgatory in their lyrics. I thought it was just like all the people that were playing the game, streaming it. I didn't think that it wasn't. There were in-lore reasons.
Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon beans?
And they survive to
They have feats of running through innumerable obstacle courses, and that's a given. They can stretch beyond the observable universe, or their species can. They lit up an entire constellation? Yeah, survived lava, atmospheric re-entry, and the Big Bang. Legendary. Yeah, dozens of other IP crossovers. Some have won 5 crowns in a row. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trust them on that since I've never played it, and it does look hard.
keep playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all worldly and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
Wait, what?
Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official.
Was this from an A&A or an interview with the newspaper? Let's see. What happens to Fall Guys when they lose and fall off screen? A moment of displacement, serenity, and zen-like detachment from all worldly and physical bonds. That is a direct quote. Whoa. And they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. What you're seeing when you respawn is the same Fall Guy, so the more you play, the more you've been through together. You put that Fall Guy through a lot, you know. Make sure you thank them by buying them a new outfit once in a while.
Official quote.
They've also said that
Fall Guys can pick each other up and they're as tall as a tall human. Could they tear a human in half? If you were standing between it and a crown, potentially. It wouldn't want to, though. So they're usually pacifists.
they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observable universe.
Oh god, the Twitter feats.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS.
And so, Fall Guys have undergone many crossovers. This analysis only includes relevant abilities and equipment they have clearly shown they can use or interacted with for scaling purposes. So stuff that they have directly interacted with and used will be utilized for this death battle.
Of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things on the show, but these 6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beings.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see them fight.
Yeah, this is fine.
Whiz!
And I'm just going to skip this. Shout out to Marvel Crossover for sponsoring the death battle. Marvel Snap Correction. That's not bad. Okay. Let's go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Crewmate. There are imposters in the Okay, so this brown guy needs to complete it on the first try with a swipe card. So they need to fix the wiring and security, inspect a sample in medbay, divert power to upper engine from electrical, and more importantly right now, fix the stop the reactor sabotage. Why do the lights go out? Okay, that is everything is effective. That looks been surprised by roommates and Oh, potions, yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure you saw the Among Us meme with Cyan. Big ball. What is that? What was that pass? Oh, that knife isn't gonna be that good. Yep, that impossible. Wait a second. $11037. Is that a reference to something? Because I'm drawing a blank. Oh, that's too good to be a Ouch. Oh yeah, that impossible. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Fall Guys. They are a lot more durable than ours. A lot more stuff going for them. Oh my god. Wait, what is the And giving this is giving flashbacks to Galactus versus Unicron. Man, that was nuts. That I forgot about the button. Oh, that is cool. Oh. King Alien rings? Yikes. Did I ever want to be crewmate? Oh, there's the nugget face over there on the right side. Now the fall guy is angry. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was thinking perhaps the fall guys were doing. Ooh. Yeah, they wouldn't have exposed all that blood. But. Oh, is that the football thing? Oh, so some of the fall guys became ghosts. Hmm. And Brown cannot do much as a guardian angel.
Oh, when's the next episode? This is my new favorite show. Move over, chimp crazy.
We broke this down into 3 categories: offense, defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus Among Us could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no fall guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
Yeah, I believe I mentioned that fall guys have insane durability.
It's crazy how much damage the fall guys can walk off. They survived anything their course.
Among Us crossover with Fortnite, but only appeared as back blings, which could not interact with the Big Bang event and can't directly scale. Yeah, that's true. I've seen some people play Fortnite with the Among Us back bling. Excuse me.
Threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence? Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the fall guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the fall guys had a viable counter. Only the fall guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become...
Yeah, that's... Yeah, if you get under the effect of a power pellet and Pac-Man needs you, you're bound to become a pair of eyes.
Pac-Man, you know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the fall guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes.
Really
in fact, if we take these posting times...
Among Us once tweeted that they are as big as the universe, though it's still less impressive than the Fall Guys' Big Bang feat and their tweets in which they transcend the entire universe. Yeah, that is... Wow.
Times literally, that would mean the fall guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of...
While Among Us did have access to some of Henry Stickmin's gadgets, the majority of them tend to backfire. Oh! Yeah, that is for sure. Oh man. A teleporter making Henry no clip.
Answers to the fall guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack.
The imposter sabotage ability could stop the creative device for a time, but sabotage has never made a device immediately irreparable. Yeah, that's true. Usually when an imposter sabotages the reactor or the oxygen supply, if someone is next to them, then they could just fix it just like that.
Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal.
So the results end up with Among Us having a gun and other weapons, as well as specialized skills and nonsensical biology. But they are prone to paranoia and betrayal, as well as being small beans. In regards to Fall Guys, they are big beans, made of tougher stuff. Oh, actual Ghostbusters, that is definitely something that they can do. They also have terrifying biology, but their one weakness is pretty much just tunnel vision.
I mean, Hadoukens, TARDIS, just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the fallen guys had too many up.
Among Us seems to agree with them as well. The Among Us tweet saying, no, they're twice as big as crewmates, and also crewmates literally die for a living. Not sure what to make of that. And, oh, Inslot commented on one of those videos, on most likely the Among Us video before this battle. At the end of the day, the ones we can always depend on to die are the crewmates. Yeah.
Options that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer among us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Ah, damn it, I knew that stupid robot was sus!
Sigh. So embarrassing.
The winner is the Fall Guys.
Oh yeah, Justin
And me.
was the other imposter.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh, the next one. Kratos versus
Subscribe and
Hasta
join as a
la
member to see more
God of
Death
War
Battle.
versus Hasta
Thanks
la
for
Breath.
watching.
That is definitely going to be a pretty interesting video. That's all from me. So, if you enjoyed the video, I hope that you'll consider liking the video, subscribing, as well as checking out all the other stuff that I and Death Battle has made. Until next time, hope you have a good day, everybody, and see you later.